Welcome to Girls on Fire.
Hi guys, this is Megan and Kristen again, your favorite redheads, and we are here with another episode of Girls on Fire, but exhausted version.
Literally so tired.
Lord,
That's
we were just talking that we needed to fix our lighting and everything, and I feel like I turned my lights brighter, and now you can tell how not open my eyeballs are right now.
I'm really happy to be in the dark. I'm sorry, you guys. All the lights are on though. Like I just don't have good lighting here. I'm
It
in
is
my
what it is. But we just got back from MD Expo Vegas and it was such a fun time. So we're going to spend a little bit of time this morning recapping and talking about that with you all. If you weren't there, well, you missed out.
Well, sucks for you.
What was your favorite part? I can't even pick one.
Oh my gosh, my favorite part. It honestly it was so busy. I don't know, did it feel extra busy to you?
Yeah, and you know what makes me upset is that literally I feel like I saw so many people, but I didn't see everybody. Like there's still people that told me they didn't have a chance to say hi or they saw me running past them or something like that. And it always makes me feel awful because I try to get to everybody, but holy cow, it was so busy.
Yeah, just like a flash of red running by. I think I actually you that's honestly the best thing that I've learned is somebody was like, you walked past me this morning and like didn't tell me hey, or like my hair was a mess and you didn't fix it. I was like, are you sure it wasn't Megan, the other redhead? They're like, no, it was you.
Blame it
I
on
was like,
me.
yeah, I'm like, it was the other redhead. I'm like, to be honest, I probably didn't even notice you walking by. Like, that's
No.
how crazy busy it felt. My favorite part. I mean, my favorite part is always just like, even though we're saying we like barely saw anyone, was like seeing people connect. Oh, I know what my favorite part was. It was the Tech Choice Award presentations.
Yes.
That was I was in charge of handing out their boxes.
Where you did a great job with those
Wherever
red.
they walked off the stage, I was like, here's your box to take it home in. But like, I think nobody was really prepared to give a speech other than like a few people. So it's just kind of like off the cusp kind of thing. And it was just like so sweet and so tender. Everyone was so grateful. And like, Chris Nowak was getting like choked up, and that was getting me choked up. I was like, this is so, like, everybody was just so grateful. And it was just one of those moments where I was like, wait, this is cute. Like, I wish we would have won one.
Yeah, and I hope I'm saying his name right because he was a 40 under 40 this past year, but Emmanuel is literally one of the coolest,
Oh,
nicest
nice.
humans.
Agreed. I talked to him for a little bit because we work with Mercy Ships for HTM jobs. And I was like, we love working with you guys. Like, everyone on the team is so nice. And he was just like so happy to be there.
Right, I know. And it was cool that so many of the Tech Choice Award winners were able to be there. So that was really awesome as well. So we could go ahead and celebrate them. But that was a cool one. I don't know what my favorite what was my favorite part. I loved our YP party. If you weren't there, it was so fun. Thank you again to Adepto, Pio, Bio, and Prescott's for sponsoring it because it's always a good time. I want to say we had almost 100 people in that bar area. So that was amazing. If you didn't see us all from MD Publishing, we all had ref shirts on. It looked like we came out from the slammer.
Literally broke out of jail. Like, we literally looked like convicts. It did not translate well.
But it was very fun and I feel like it was popping off in there. So I had to stand on the outside of the barrier where the little bar was. It was so cool. So that's always so fun. And I'm so glad we have that because I feel like I've literally made so many friends just from YP at MD.
No, 100%. It's honestly like some of my favorite times that we have at the shows is like being in that, and it's only an hour, which Megan, we need to like push to make it longer.
Oh, well, we actually did push it an hour and a half. I had to sweet talk Kristen and John to let us do it because it's supposed to be from 6 to 7. I looked at my time; it was 6:45, and I was like, we can't shut it down yet.
No,
So
oh my gosh, I had just gotten there at that point.
I
I was like,
know.
we need to keep this party going.
Yeah, but it was a great show, honestly. Like I feel like the exhibit hall was, I mean, I was working in the med booth with Emily for a little bit, and that was crazy that first day.
I
So
couldn't
busy.
move. I literally didn't leave my booth. Like I was like, oh, I kind of have to use the bathroom. Nope, couldn't. Just held it the 2.5 hours. Literally couldn't move because there were so many people like coming up to our booth.
Right. People just kept coming too. It was wild. So I mean, it's such a good thing though.
Yeah.
It was really great. So that was awesome. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing like a million things, but education was great. The hotel was great. I felt like the location was awesome. The last night's party, it was so fun. I mean, that was the same band we had a couple
Mhm.
years ago here in Vegas, and they are amazing. So that was so cool. I had someone told me this was like one of the best last night parties we ever had because of that band. So that was really cool too.
Yeah, I remember them from 2021, and I kept telling people, I was like, this is gonna sound weird, but they're like almost like a wedding reception band. And you know how fun like wedding receptions are based on like the music and the band? Like everybody was dancing. Like it was so fun to even just like watch everyone have such a good time.
Yes. So I don't know. I think that's all we really got for MD Expo, but it was a great time. So in a few weeks, we are going to be in Indy at our HTM Mixer Indianapolis. So if you haven't registered for that, get on it. We're going to have such
Come
a great
on,
time.
come to
I know
Indianapolis.
it's so fun too because normally we're like sad because like we won't maybe see people again until Amy or one of the stage shows or MD Expo like fall, but now we get to see each other in a few weeks.
It's literally like 2 weeks. I sometimes like forget how back to back these are, and then I'm just gonna wake up and be in Indianapolis and be like, oh, we're doing it again.
Yeah, so that's really fun. So make sure you get over there, register to attend. We are going to be there. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot. May 2nd.
May 2nd and 3rd.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. May 2nd through 3rd will be there. Obviously, it's a little bit shorter than MD Expo is, but still a great time. All the education, networking, exhibit hall, fun. So join us for that. We also, another reminder, I know I spoke to so many people at MD Expo, but we have our 40 under 40 deadline coming up at the end of April. So April 26th is the deadline. Get those applications in, nominate, apply. I mean, anybody. If you think you're one of those HTM professionals, apply. We need you.
Do
So
it. Do it. I want to win. I want to be in it. It's
I'm
fine.
never gonna win it. I know.
Fine. Um,
Okay, so we do these like if you've ever seen our 40 under 40 in TechNation the past couple of years, we do like the profiles on the magazine. One year, I'm just gonna slip me and Kristen's face on the side. You're gonna see like girls on fire on the side.
Honorary mentions. Literally.
But yes, in all seriousness, we're gonna put in the bio again the link where you guys can apply. Please apply. We need some more applications, so that would be awesome. Let me see if there's any other reminders. Oh, HTM Week is coming up in May, so we can't wait to celebrate that. I'm hoping that we're going to have a special guest in May. We're not going to announce it yet, but fingers crossed. We haven't even asked them yet, but we know they'll say yes.
I know they will say yes.
So that will be fun. We got to get them a red wig because Sydney did such a great job on the last episode last month that everybody is required to wear a red wig if they're going to be on this podcast.
You have to feel what it's like to be a redhead for the day. Like you have to.
Yeah, ask Sydney Creek. It was very like, I feel like she was like rejuvenated. She's like redhead.
Feeling herself. She was like, ooh, yes. Like she was like a little Russian spy. Like it was amazing.
She
She
really
was.
pulled it off.
Yeah.
So that was fun. And I think that's pretty much it. So let's go into our moments of joy. Let's kick it off.
Moments of joy.
Do you want to start, Kristen, or I
Oh,
have
you
one?
start.
I know we're gonna laugh.
You start. I gotta think a little.
My moment of joy, and it's like still making me laugh because I don't know if you know what I'm gonna say, but
I don't know. I'm so scared.
it was at MD Expo.
Wait, I think I know. Wait, can I guess?
Yeah.
Is it had to do with dinner?
No.
Okay, you keep going.
Okay. But maybe you have to remind me of that one. But okay, so it was on, I think it was on Sunday or Monday, I can't remember. It was sometime when we had the CBET review that Dave Scott does for us.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And Kristen Lavoy asked me to go ahead and go in there and just make sure everybody was in attendance, all the things, like give out name badges. So I go in and I'm like, hey Dave, like I'm talking to everybody, I'm like calling everybody's names out. I'm like, all right, Dave, so you ready to kick the class back off? He's like, yeah. So I turn to leave and he goes, wait, everybody. And I love Dave Scott so
I love him so much.
much. We love him so much. He's just like a ball of joy. And
Oh,
literally, he goes, I have to let everybody know, if you're not aware, this is one of the girls on fire in front of the whole class. It takes a lot for me to get him a little embarrassed. So my face goes red, and he's like, you have to watch their podcast. They are so funny, and like they just bring joy and all of the things. And he just said the nicest, kindest things. Dave doesn't have to say that, you know. And our podcast, guys, it's just I feel like it's a way for anybody in the HTM community, young professional, business world, whatever, wherever you're coming from, to just kind of relax, you know? Like we want to take your mind off everything. So when he is saying that, and then some of the other people in the class have like seen us before. I'm sorry, there's a train going by if you can hear it, but it was just so sweet and pure and just so funny. I was not expecting it. So it just
I'm
brought
so glad it was you and not me. Like my face would have literally been the color of my hair. I would have been like, Dave,
oh
get me
my
out of
gosh.
here. I would have been like, no, 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 stop. Like literally stop. Like
He's
please.
like, this is one of the girls on fire, but Kristen's the other one. And
I'm like, Dave, quote it. Like, so bad. No, I know. Like so many people came up and like talked about it and was like, loved last week's episode. So like that is a big moment of joy. Like every show, like it is so sweet when people say that, and I'm like, wait, you guys listen? Like I know I say it every episode, but like I genuinely think that we just do this for like us and for
literally.
fun, and like that people don't actually listen. So I'm getting a little, again, I need to start trying harder, like when we do these things, but it's fine.
No, honestly, it humbles us because we're over here just thinking we're just having like a fun time talking to each other, which we are. Literally, we always say this, like lights us up if we're having like a rough morning or whatever the case is. We just love doing this so much. So it humbles us when we hear this.
No, literally. Well, I'm gonna make my moment of joy what I thought yours was, just so that I can explain. It's really not, I don't know why I thought like this was what you were gonna say, but the what night? It was after the YP party. We went and got dinner as a team, and we went to the rooftop sushi place at the hotel. And Megan and I sat next to each other, obviously. And I was like, Megan, we have to like split a bunch of things so we can try a bunch of things. And like I didn't realize how much food we ordered until everybody was like going around and saying their food order. Megan and I were like, this sushi roll, fried rice, honey chicken. Like we're like this and this and this and this. And John was like, Jesus, like slow down, girls.
We ate it all.
We ate it all. We ate the whole thing. But I was gonna say my moment of joy was sitting by you at dinner and like ordering so there was one sushi roll we were passing around. We were passing around our rice or chicken. There was one sushi roll. I looked at Megan. I was like, if you offer up a piece to anyone else, I will be pissed. It was so good. I
Kept it warm between us so nobody could touch it, and we ate the entire thing. We
I was
shared a little bit.
yeah, we shared the other ones. They were good, but that one, like, I looked at them and I was like, do not give that away. Like, I will come back to it. I want it to be my last bite. So, like, just give it a minute, you know?
Oh my gosh, that was so no, that was a great experience.
So good. And, like, I don't think a lot of people knew that restaurant was up there. It was so good.
No, actually, do you know Rachel and I think Kelly is her other is the girl's name from J2S. Do you know them?
Yes.
Okay, I love them. They're so sweet. Well, Rachel told me that they were sitting at the bar behind us when we were at dinner that night, and she she told me that she's like, you guys, she's like, we wanted to join you guys. You look like you were having so much fun. I was like, well, we had just come from the Waikiki party, so that's always a high after that. I was like, and then we literally like came upstairs and ate the best sushi. She's like, yes, that place was so good. I was like, I know.
So good. And then we got gelato after, as if I didn't eat my body weight in rice.
Oh, it was so good. And then we got to go to sleep. It was a great night.
It was glorious. It was so nice. So that's my moment of joy, was that dinner and that just whole night. The YP event, into dinner, into gelato, into bed. Perfect.
There was too many good times, honestly, at MD Expo. It was hard to like choose one, but
Yeah.
man,
The
Dave.
craps table,
Oh,
great
crap,
time.
people. Wait, we have to talk about that really quick. That was okay. So first of all, our Atlanta crew. So we have, if you don't know, we have our Atlanta crew, and then well, you probably know our Atlanta crew, then Nashville. Kristen's in Nashville. I'm part of Atlanta. So our Atlanta people, me, Emily, Kristen, and Jamie, we all got on a red eye on what night was that? Tuesday night. It was actually Wednesday morning
Brutal.
when we flew out, so we could get home early because we had to come back to the East Coast. So it all worked out. But anyways, we were all watching everybody play poker. Like you guys were playing Texas Hold'em, you and Haley at one point, and then everybody was at the craps table. I have no idea how to play craps, but it was so freaking fun to watch. Like I was like cheering. All I know is you can't roll it. You shouldn't roll a 7 or 11, right?
I think I still don't know. I think it's a 7, or maybe I literally have no idea.
I thought it was like 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10 were good, and then 7 and 11 were bad. And then there was somebody not yelling cornhole, but like oh, like something like
Yo.
no, no.
Megan.
Yelling yo.
Cornhole. What? No, it's yo.
Me and Kristen Levoy and Clint from Adepto, we were like standing behind, and Jamie, we were all standing behind you guys, and I'm like cracking up because I thought that you guys were yelling like corn in the hole or something like.
No, you go yo, and then you toss it.
Okay.
I rolled for like, so the tables were like really, really bad apparently. And then John was like, get up here and roll. And I was like, okay. I've never rolled a day in my life. So I was like, just tell me what to do. I guess I broke the curse because I rolled for like
You
10,
did.
15 minutes. And then I hit either, I guess, a 7 or 11. And then Sydney rolled for like 30 minutes, like
Long time.
long time. Like John was like, you warmed it up. And then she grabbed it and just went. And so we just like helped Rob Bundick win like $800. He was like, I love you guys. Like, we were just like, yo, yo, yo.
Okay, so that's where you're yelling, yo, yo, yo. I'm like over here thinking, like, cornhole. Like,
Goal. Literally. No, it was yo.
that was so fun. I actually didn't really want to leave after that because I was having so much fun just watching you guys play it. But
I felt so bad for you guys. I was like, that is brutal to go to the airport right now.
I would think it was like, and yeah, it was really like we were exhausted. But honestly, in the grand scheme of things, I was just kind of happy that we were home on Wednesday, like all day. So that was nice.
Oh yeah, I was jealous of you on Wednesday when we left the
Yeah.
hotel at 7 a.m. and didn't get home till 5. I was so
Yeah.
jealous. But anyway, we should probably
Oh
get
yeah, we should probably like move this along. You want to go into our hot topic?
our hot topics. Hot topic. So Megan and I were just like trying to brainstorm on what we wanted to talk about, and we decided that, with everything that's happening, like in women's sports, the fact that the women's championship had more viewers than the men's for the first time ever, Caitlin Clark just bringing a lot of attention to women's sports and just like women in general, that we wanted to dedicate this episode to women. Girls rule, boys rule.
Throw the confetti.
Women. And last month was Women's History Month. Sorry we're late, but oops. But
Oops.
okay, whoopsies. we found this really cool article by JP Morgan, and it's called, and we'll put it in the description. It's 5 keys to success every woman in business should know. So we're just gonna kind of like go through those points and give examples of like women in our industry and how they're doing that, and just like shine light on them. Because we know a lot of like, I almost just cussed, a lot of awesome women. I was gonna say bad women because there's so many of them. So we want to just like, and we're not gonna highlight all of them. There's so many, but just shout
No.
out women.
Yay, I'm excited. Woohoo.
Who? So the first thing that every woman should know in business to succeed is follow your curiosity. You don't have to follow a traditional career path. Every woman's path to success is different. It's worthwhile to not only follow your passions, but also your curiosities.
Yeah, no, I love that. And I think it's so wild because, one of the biggest complaints I hear in our industry is that it's trying to spread the word to people about this in the HTM industry that are people that don't already know about it, like for young people to get more involved early. I had brunch with Jamie, Bryant Hawkins, Dr. Smoot, and I want to say, actually, let me look up her name so I don't forget her last name. Hold on one second. I want to say her name was Jennifer, and she taught one of our classes. She had a beautiful yellow suit on.
Yeah.
I absolutely adored her, but I want to make sure I have her last name correctly.
Yeah, her yellow suit was
Jennifer
beautiful.
Chester.
Yeah.
She was so sweet. So she is from, let's see again. I want to make sure I get it all correct. So she is from Crothall Healthcare, and she is a biomedical equipment technician, and she was just amazing. I honestly learning about her and everything, but we had this conversation that it's just about having people, like learn about this industry so much sooner. I feel like, and I feel like it would just be way better for us down the line.
Oh, 100%. It's like, again, follow your curiosity. Like everyone always says when they try to find like new talent to come in, they find someone that like likes to fix things, likes to like take something apart and rebuild it and put it back together. Like that's like the key audience. And a lot of times, like people don't really know. It's crazy that we're supposed to know exactly what we want to do for the rest of our life when we turn like 17 years old.
Right.
Crazy. I mean, you're not supposed to, like, you don't know, but a lot of people like, okay, like, do I want to go to college? Okay, if I go to college, what do I want my major to be? Okay, and what am I going to do within that? So, following your curiosities as a woman is like, okay, like, I'm actually really good at doing something that not is, I guess, stereotypical like woman work. I hate to say, like, you know what I mean? Like, fixing stuff. Like, typically that's what men do. So, if you're really good at breaking something down and putting it back together, like, follow that curiosity.
Yeah, no, absolutely love how much, like, just I've been here for over 6 years now in this industry, and just the amount of women that are like doing these amazing things, and we're gonna highlight and keep highlighting them during this episode, but and what they're doing for us and like for the future is awesome.
Go girls.
Go
So,
girls.
the second one is reach for more. Always strive to achieve more and don't settle. So today's workforce is seeing a plateau when it comes to women in senior level roles. So that's why we need to like advocate for ourselves and make sure that we really like reach for more.
I think that is like super helpful too in our industry because it is a largely like men oriented industry. So I feel like the more that you see other people having leadership roles or starting companies, and like I can't even think the amount of women. One that comes to my mind is Wanda from Tri Imaging, like her and what she's built there, like she wanted more. She worked for all these other different companies, and look what she has now. It's just awesome to see people doing things like that.
Totally. And like so many of our education classes, like there's so many like women now that present, and like being able to stand up in front of like a classroom of people and just like represent like not only like your organization, your department, but just who you are as like a person, I feel like is so amazing. And like Isabella Guieras, she presented to the classes I was a room ambassador for. And like she's just so powerful and influential, and like everyone like came up to her after and was like, I really enjoyed it. Like, thank you for sharing like your perspective and things. So just like putting yourself in a position where you could be in a even an influential role
Mhm.
is, I think, so important.
Right. Well, and also we work for, I don't know how many people know this, but our company is mainly women. We have all women and two Johns, John Cree.
True, John. There's two requirements to work at MD Publishing. You either have to be a woman or a man named John.
Exactly. So if you're a woman, chances of getting hired here are very high.
Very high. Because John
But
knows that if you, sorry, really quick, my favorite quote is, and again, this is, I'm not trying to downplay men, we love our men, but if you want something said, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman.
yeah,
Boom.
100%. And that's our motto here, isn't it, Johns?
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John. But honestly, like our events, for example, what Kristen Levoy does for to put on our shows, like I mean, yes, you'll see all of our staff there working our butts off, but she does all the planning and make sure everything goes off without a hitch. Like it would not be possible without her. I mean, our Tech Choice Awards, what Jamie had started this past year, like all of the influential people that maybe we wouldn't have been able to highlight or people we might have not even known about before, like that like is awesome. Like just the things that everybody does just at our own company that I see is just amazing. And I'm not like trying to just cheer on our company, but I really am. Like, I mean, like it's just I just love how we were able to bring everybody together this past week at MD Expo. And that was one of the biggest compliments I think I heard from all of the attendees or exhibitors or people that were at our show, was that it was just so great to be there with all of those influential people, women, men, everybody.
Yeah, well, that's honestly leads a perfect into our next point, which is build a network and use it. Like you're only as strong as your weakest link. So like surround yourself with other like strong, influential people to help really like break through your career. Like obviously it's your own solo journey, but as so many people said in their Tech Choice Awards, they wouldn't be where they were without their team or their mentors or the people around them. So make sure you surround yourself with people that help you like grow.
Right. And that brings me to where there's this new group out there that I think started this past year, Women in Leadership. And I think it's Kim Rowland and Amber from MW Imaging and April, I want to say from Provo and Adriana from AUS and Danielle from EME and all the other women that are a part of that group. Like that is so cool that there are that they started this thing that we have our young professionals group, and then there's like tons of other types of like organizations and things out there, but this is just strictly for the women in this industry. And I think that was so awesome for them to start that.
Yeah, or even like Jewel Newell started her IHTM platform. Like that's a great resource for like men and women to hop on and discuss. And they do BYOB Fridays where they
Oh, fun.
hop on a Zoom call every Friday and just have a glass of whatever you prefer
Yeah.
and chit chat about the industry. So it's just things like that, like bringing your network together in like fun ways.
Mhm.
YP, like that's bringing your network together for people your age. So
Mhm.
there's just like so many good ways to like network. And I feel like that's always what, not to bring it back to MD Expo, but people say when they come to MD Expo is the networking and the connections built both professionally and personally are like some of the biggest takeaways.
Right.
Love it.
Moving
Um,
on.
the next one is share a different perspective. There are many instances in which women may feel silenced in the workplace, which is detrimental to diversity of thought and promotes groupthink.
Mhm.
One person that I thought of when reading that bullet point is Nicole Dinaraj.
Mhm.
She typically attends our ice shows. She is such a big advocate for diversity, both for, on the basis of sex, but also just like people of color. Like she always speaks up and like represents different groups and just how like that can affect the workplace and how you can like make a better work environment. So she is so amazing and she always presents at her shows and she just is always has so many thought-provoking conversations at AHRA. She came to the table with like 10 topics I didn't even think of. And I'm like, wow, you're so amazing. So like she always speaks up and it always is like heard and does not fall on deaf ears and like just really helps like move this industry forward.
Yes, Nicole's amazing. I also wanted to point out Myra, the biomed girl. I love her and I follow her on Instagram and YouTube. And I just think it's so, like, I just think she's not only a woman's perspective, but a young professional that's doing a great thing. She does huge things for the Florida Biomed Society. That's where I met her initially and learned about all that she does. And I think it's so cool how she, like, will take you along and like show the day to day and what you're doing. And I feel like it's just like a very modern like way to learn about it. And that's a great way not only to get women in the industry, but also young people like promoting things on social media. There's just so many great influencers in the industry as well as Myra, but I want to make sure we point her out as well.
Yeah, totally. I think being able to like watch somebody's day to day does give better perspective because she really is showing you like this is the real life. Like this is what's happening in my life. And like I think anyone in YP, like it's just like so nice to like find something to relate on. Like Allison Wolford, our
Oh,
YP award winner. Love
love.
her. She's so amazing. But like just even speaking with her, like she won that award, like it was voted by everyone in the industry, like well deserved. Everyone that was nominated, well deserved. And so like just even hearing her perspective, like as a young professional and a woman, it's like you learn so much.
Really. And then what is our last one, Kristen?
Our last one is speak up often. Don't be afraid to be heard. I think that's so important.
Yes, I do too. I feel like a lot of times, like I feel like women, they they are portrayed as like we are, if you're speaking too loudly or if you have an opinion that you are, it should be shown off as confident and that you're a leader, but people like to diminish that, I feel like. And I mean, I feel like I'm surrounded by so many women that are confident, will speak up. I mean, everybody we work with here, everybody, all the women we just talked about in the industry are people that speak up. And I feel like women should not diminish that. I feel like they should keep speaking up. I feel like it's the only way that we're going to keep making moves, like all of these other amazing women we have mentioned already in this podcast.
Yeah, I think John does a really good job in like letting us speak up. So that's just something in like our work environment. Like we can like go and like say what we want. He might be like, you're wrong, but at least we can say it. Like, you know what I mean? Like we being all women on our little sales meeting group other than him is so funny because it's like all these women and this one man. And so like we sure as, speak up. And so I think it is so important. Even speaking up as like a young professional, like on both like men and women, speaking up as a young professional can be so hard because you're
So
like, I don't want to come across as disrespectful or a know-it-all. Like you don't want to like step over rank, but that's how you like gain respect and show that like when you do speak up, it means something. Like maybe don't. Sometimes I feel like I overspeak. I'm like yada 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 yada, but it's like
stop speaking actually a lot of times. That's why Jamie said, here, have this outlet so you guys can stop talking so much.
get
So
it out the first hour of the morning, go talk, and then get on the phones. So I think it's so hard to speak up as a young professional and a woman. So making sure that your voice is heard and that your opinions are heard, like do it. Like the worst that they could say is no, or come back with like maybe even like an adjustment to your already well thought out like plan or suggestion. So speak up.
I feel like we're missing so many others out there. So I'm so sorry if we had not mentioned some, but there is just so many extraordinary women doing so many great things for our HTM community. And thank you because you are paving the way for all of us.
Girls rule. Girls rule. That should be our tagline.
Oh,
I love that. Oh, wait,
okay.
this is so fun. I feel like so empowered. Now I'm gonna like crush my workout class later.
Yay. And the rest of this day, because it's only 9:42 for me, I feel like it's literally should be noon at least.
It's 8:42 for me, Megan.
Oh,
But Megan's
yay.
gonna go run 8 miles today. Don't
Oh,
think don't think we forgot or gonna let you off the hook. You're still running that half marathon.
probably after the, because okay, so my half marathon is May 5th, so Cinco de Mayo. Ole.
Oh my God, fun! Get a margarita after.
I know. I'm running my half marathon in Pittsburgh. So guys, I am doing it. I'm doing okay with my training. Got to go run 8 miles today. But after that, in May, I'm gonna update you guys and let you know how it went because we're almost there, and I'm doing it. I spoke it into existence in January of this year and making it happen.
I'm so proud of you. I can't even remember what my word was or what I'm supposed to be striving for, but I feel like I'm doing okay.
Mine was health, and I don't know. I think we're doing okay, but we'll catch up on it later.
I literally can't remember now. It's the
Wasn't
same as last year, like where I said fulfilled and then like forgot about it. It was
it? It wasn't it like saving, like something about like not saving. Gosh, Kristen, what the heck was it? Last year's yours was fulfilled, and
yeah.
you were happy with that.
Oh, wait, it's
And
like literally on the tip of my tongue. Wait, I gotta find it. This is actually gonna bother me so much.
find it.
Talk about something like coming up that we need to know about or something.
Well, we pretty much hit everything, but what if I had to talk
Oh,
to myself?
found it. That
Oh,
was quick.
okay. Thank God, because I didn't want to talk anymore.
That was so quick. Really? Speak up, Megan. Um, it was invest.
Okay, perfect. Good, 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 good. How's it going?
I'm broke as I was broke as heck.
Broke as heck.
I'm just kidding. I'm supposed to help with invest in my health. I have started my vitamin journey. I've taken a lot of vitamins recently.
How is that going for you?
Um, I've like really sick this last month, so maybe it's like purging me before I get healthy. As you
Sweet.
can hear. Oh, Megan and I were both like,
On steroids.
yeah, don't worry about
Steroids.
it.
Not
So,
like the actual steroids, the steroids that make you feel better.
oh yeah, like a little shot in the booty and then like the pack. Yeah, that's
Yeah. We don't need that going around.
yeah,
Girls on
yeah. Oh my God,
steroids.
people are gonna be like, no wonder they're so ripped. They're taking steroids. Like, oh great, great. All right, we gotta end this. We gotta get out of here.
On that note, I hope everybody has a great day. If it's the weekend for you when you listen to this, have a great weekend. And this podcast will be released soon. And we can't wait till May. Woo!
Ooh, hopefully we'll see you guys at the mixer. Shout us out like Dave did.
or,
Um,
or tell
or
us
don't.
quietly.
Or don't. So yeah, definitely tune in next month. We're gonna have a little special guest. Like and subscribe on TechNation TV. Follow us,
And
HTM
that's
Drive, Ice, everything.
all the things. All right, guys. We will see you next month. Bye.